Cold shots of the day. What is going, guys? Ray here. Today we're looking at this beater of a rifle and whether or not you should have one. I call it the beater rifle. Why? Well, I mean, probably not a good idea doing this loaded, but it's a beater rifle. Something you don't really care about that much. You know, you just do whatever with it, hand it to someone, but you know it's going to work. As we've shown, it just works. Kind of messed up the drill there, but oh well. Cold shots of the day. But let's get back into the studio and see why you might want a beater rifle.
Holy shit, that intro was just that was just something. Anyways, so hello, welcome once again. What is a beater rifle? Well, it's a rifle that, as shown in the intro, you can treat a lot less nicely compared to your other rifles. It's a test bed, giveaway rifle, whatever have you. It's a rifle that you know it just works, maintains zero even after very hard use and significant use, really. And you can hand it to someone with little to no knowledge of firearms and they can use it to defend their life with. Although it is generally good to have a test bed rifle for optics, lasers, what have you, what really is the use case for something like this? Well, let's look at the pros and cons. Pros: you don't have to baby it. You shouldn't be babying your rifles anyways because they're tools, but you know, there's some people out there who just love babying their rifles, but we won't get into that. You know it just works. Assuming that you only use this rifle as an optics test bed and aren't swapping parts left and right, you know, with parts wear and everything, then there you go. It's kind of disposable. You can hand it to someone you come across in a shit hit the fan scenario, pick your poison. We're not going to get into that. And you're not really going to worry about it too much. And it's probably more durable than what you really need. Let's be honest, we're not dropping our rifles off 30-foot, 50-foot, 1,000-foot cliffs. We're just mainly carrying it around, and that's one of the pros to this. It's pretty lightweight. I've weighed it, and it's just shy of 7 pounds, loaded with a 30-round 62 grain. We're not going to get into that. That's getting into the nitty-gritty of trying to make things lightweight. Anywho, cons. We're saying goodbye to night vision. This rifle can't even mount a lamb without losing zero every time because, well, the handguard is a clamshell, and that may be a deal breaker to some people. You can't attach much doodads to it. There isn't really much you can do with a setup like this. Optic, light, maybe a foregrip or a hand stop if you're into that. But personally, I wouldn't, because the way non-free floated handguards tend to be, which is if you're putting a little bit too much torque on the handguard as you pull it into your shoulder, or if you're slinging it up old school Marine style, you know, if you loop your arm around the sling and then you pull it in to your shoulder real tight, you can and will affect your point of impact. That's just the way non-free floats are. But all in all, it's not a bad setup. There's only really one or two ways to set this rifle up, and it's already done right in this video. Hop talks about it in one of his videos, and a setup like this could be a cure for RRS, Restless Rifle Syndrome. If you haven't heard, it's a very, very serious issue that's been plaguing the community, the gear grind, so to speak. You can't really dick around with it too much, but that's fine. Well, what if it wears out because I just can't stop swapping between these two parts? Well, first of all, don't do that, right? Set it up and leave it, just like he said. Plus, if you happen to break a handguard somehow, good luck breaking one of those handguards, and even if, it's $30. It's a $30 handguard. That's less than you spend for a 30-round mag nowadays. Not really that hard to find either. Take this with a grain of salt. It's just a concept. not a set in stone kind of thing. A beater rifle is a theory. An ethos, like Brass says, it can be any rifle. It just depends on what you use the most and beat the living shit out of. Short video, but it's just an idea out there. That's all. Be safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
You're doing great, buddy.
Oh, fuck me. Oh. All right.